Hey guys, just want to do a quick video on earthquakes real quick, just do a little bit of a quick explanation. See all the smiley faces? These are going to be where the earthquakes can spawn. You really only have to pay attention to 5 of them though, because the other 3 on the other side just mirror what this other side does. You know, because if it's split in half, if it comes from here or here, you're doing the same mechanic, you're just doing it from the opposite side. So I'm just going to walk through each one of them. I have my notes over here on the side just as a visual representation of where we'll be moving, what's going on for these phases and stuff like that. For this point, I'm going to use this group as a point of reference when I'm explaining these mechanics. Whether it be at 2, B, 3, or D, it's always going to be the same. You're always going to have, in this instance, this would be south and this would be north, etc. So there are a couple that you can get. You're either going to get up north, which is the furthest one away from your group. You can either get northwest or northeast. That's also going to be pretty far away from your group, as you can see. You can also get west or east. That's the one that's going to be off to the side as much as it could be. You can also get southwest or southeast. That's the one that's going to be close. And then you can get south as well. So I'm going to just go through them step by step and show a little clip, just do a little bit of an explanation on each one of them. First one I'm going to explain is south. So south, you see my notes over here. You're going to do lightning, and then we're going to group up here to the wall. I'm going to ignore the tanks in these explanations because they're doing their own thing. So lightning, we move to wall. First explosion goes out, we step forward. We go to the wall, then we step forward, right? And then 2, 3, 4 go off, and then we dodge our Proteans. So I have a little bit of a clip here. This is going to be south earthquake. I'm going to share this in the chat as well after this all goes through. So this is one where it's going to spawn right in front of us. Lightning goes off. Group up with our healer. Unfortunately, didn't mean to call Doug out, but I did grab the one where he stepped forward. You should not be stepping forward here. You go to the wall. See here, unfortunately, he gets hit. Me and Scans move through after the first explosion, and then we're good, right? And then obviously Proteans and what have you happen after that. So that would be the first one that comes through. That's going to be south. Next one I'm going to explain is going to be southwest and southeast. It's going to be these bad boys. It's going to be generally pretty close to the same type of mechanic. They're off a little bit to the sides. So what we're going to do is after lightning, we're going to group up and step forward just a little bit. Just a little, probably between the healer and the tank here. First explosion goes off, right? And then we move in. Second goes off. Oh, I'm sorry. First goes off. And then second goes off, and that's whenever we move in for this one. So let's use the video here as a reference. This is going to be southwest and southeast.
4-2.
I think I have that wrong. I think it's we move after the first one, but no, it is the second. Okay. Yeah. So first explosion goes off. This is when Dump's going to move in because he's so close here that he could just easily walk in. So Dump moves in. We're at the wall. You can see me. I step forward a little bit. You can be at the wall, but you just got to find that sweet spot there. Between the tank and the healer. Second one goes off, and then we move in, third, fourth, and then Proteans. So that's going to be southwest and southeast explanation. The next one we're going to go over is going to be west and east. You can view my notes over here. First, you do lightning. So lightnings will go off, and then we will all group up with our tank. Basically stand right off on the tank. One goes off, one earthquake goes off, 2 goes off, move, and then we'll move forward with the tank, and then 3 and 4 will go off, right? So let's view this as a video real quick.
AC.
So there's us running to the wall. As you can see in this example, it's going to be the west one as part of my example. Okay, one goes off, lightning goes off, group up with tanks. 2 goes off, move forward. 3 goes off, right? So we made it clean. It's a little bit weird because it's coming off from the sides, but as long as you walk forward between 2 and 3, you'll make it every time without issue. And then we spread for Proteans. The next one I'm going to go over is going to be the northeast, northwest. This is going to be these 2 bad boys up here. This one's going to be one of the late moves. There's 2 ways that you can do this. I would just suggest until you get it down to just do it with the party. So what we'll do is lightning will go off, group up with the tank, right? So group up with the tank. 1 will go off, 2 will go off, and then 3 will go off. And 3 is the one that happens basically right in front of us. and that's when we move forward. As soon as we move forward and we are safe from the earthquake, we spread to the right or to the left for Protean, so that way we make sure we don't get hit by the Protean. I have all those markers there on the screen. Go ahead and pull up the video to show you. This is going to be northwest and northeast, the one that we just went over. So let's go ahead and let it play out. So this is what I was talking about. There's two ways you can do this mechanic. You can do it the way that I do. Until you feel comfortable doing this mechanic, I wouldn't suggest doing so. So I'm going to explain it in the eyes of the party, then we'll go back and explain what I did. So party groups up with dump. 2 goes off. Party's waiting. 3 goes off. Unfortunately, scans try to follow me there. Split decision. It happens. It's probably because I went ahead of scans and he thought that was the time to move. Not a big deal. Like I said, I just picked random clips where they lined up with the mechanics we were doing. So you group up with the party, step forward, and then you immediately go left and to the right to dodge the Proteans. Right? And then I'm going to explain it the way that I do it. So you can just group up with the tank and then run forward. You can just do a continuous run. You'll survive this mechanic every time. So first explosion goes off, lightning goes off. I group up with my tank, and then I immediately start running forward. It'll have a little bit of a jitter on this end because I don't know why whenever it shows on Doug's, but I just continuously run forward.
Ready to dodge.
Keep running forward. As you can tell, I kind of went a little bit too forward there. You want to make sure you stay on the south side of Thornton. I guess it doesn't really matter, but you want to make sure you stay grouped up with your group here. So Protean's got assigned, and then I move to the left or to the right. So those are the two ways you could do northwest and northeast. Last one I'm going to go over is going to be the north. It's generally the exact same thing as the one we just went over, where it's on the opposite side of you. So in this instance, this group would be doing the first one, and we would be doing the last one. So lightning goes off, group up with tank. Everyone's with the tank. 2 goes off. 3 goes off. I know these are not proportionate, and I'm just using them as paint. And then we move in. 4 will go off, and at that time we're moving to the left, to the right and to the left for Proteans. Okay, so I'm going to show a video of that one as well. Got this one, North Earthquake. A little bit of a visual guide for it. So, see, it's opposite of us. It's going to be up north. I do the exact same thing in this mechanic where I just run straight through. You can do exactly what you can do either way. Like I said, just whatever you feel comfortable doing. Gather up with tank. 2nd goes off. Wait for 3rd. 3rd goes off. Move forward. 4th is going off 4th. At the time the 4th explosion is going off, so is Protean. So we make sure we spread to the left and to the right. And then we go into the Thornton phase. It's the same thing that happened on the other one. If you want to do it from my perspective, you can also do it this way. I run up with my tank to make sure I line up with the party, gather with tank, run straight forward. You'll make it through every time. So I just wanted to make a quick little video guide. Hopefully it helps us get through that mechanic. Hopefully this was a helpful experience. It might be a little bit of a longer video, but I just wanted to walk through all the different options you can get. So thanks, guys.